Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer IronGol Heavy Metal Championship. My name is Lorfin Borfin, and joining with me in the booth tonight is Jat. How's it going, Jat?
It's going pretty good here. We got ourselves some Final Fantasy Randomizer Double Dragon action, and it is going to be a good time. We've got past co-op champions, Belzep and Danny, Crescent Lake Party Planners, against Team Workers for Dummies, who I am the kind of the third wheel in. They got a pretty tight relationship, but once in a while, I roll with these guys, and it's a pretty good time. So we should have a great matchup on hands here. Quick note on the flags is the gate is about to drop. It's going to be both players need to finish 32 shards, so pretty standard co-op action. Of course, this is 4 forced, promoted and pre-promoted, no tail, and you'll see that they got some spicy melee action going on here. And big note, it's entrance floor deep Topher town shuffle, but it's random placement in dungeon. So if you got a fucking item in Ice Cave, you gotta remember every single time you see an Ice Cave floor, I don't need to check these anymore. But then the next floor could be Sea Shrine and you gotta check it again. Oh, my brain hurts. I'm happy I'm not racing this.
It'll be a heck of a thing to watch. We're going to lift the gate, and we're going to get this circus underway. In 3, 2, 1... No, not quite. That was a misclick. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off.
Yay. Oh, that is a real nice starting location. Spell Zap. I'm very surprised Spell Zap didn't check that immediately, but that's pretty nice. Okay. I chose literally the one dungeon to not use as an example for why random chest and dungeon is a bad... Or not a bad flag, but like why it's going to be confusing by choosing Ice Cave. But every other one, for example, now that they find the canal here, every Sea Shrine floor that you check, you don't have to open boxes on, but the one below you might have to.
Oh, right. Yep.
So Fizzle, real question, what was the inspiration for this art?
Sometimes you have thoughts and feelings, and they need to just kind of Kool-Aid man out of you.
So, what thoughts and feelings made Danny an edgelord from the 90s?
Well, okay. We know... So, Danny's not an edgelord. Danny is... Okay, maybe a little bit of an edgelord, but what's important is style, coolness, bravery. All of that is represented by someone in a rocket-powered wheelchair with a helmet. And everyone associates her with wheels, so there's a pile of wheels. What more could you want?
Yeah, the blood red, blood dripping text. Always interesting. Also, Deng Wu, straight out of Candyland.
After all, he is the cake boss, and how better to represent the cake boss with what I was willing to settle for out of Google image search.
Okay, let's quickly get into the seed here. Notice they're not checking the magic shop. That's funny. They will be, because I mean, of course, they can learn some spells, but not, rather limited and not until level 15. Oh, Saber there is a nice pickup though, potentially for that ninja.
Saber will salvage the ninja. Do we have access to tail? I don't remember.
No, the tail has been removed in this flag set, so that thief will be eating dirt, almost certainly, for all of everyone. Also, black belt crit rate isn't halved, so this black belt is overpowered as all hell. So we will almost certainly be seeing a grind happening unless we get some, like, insane massa. Oh wait, we won't get some insane massa. What flag combination is on Lord Fizzlebeef?
Well, you see, we've got a guaranteed Mazza in the vanilla Mazza chest. Yay! We also have it guaranteed that that's the only Mazza. Hey!
Hey! Also, it's guarded by Warmech.
Yep.
Hey!
So if you really, really, really need a sword that's not your Katana -5 or your X-Cal minus whatever, and your black belt, for whatever reason, can't get the job done, we have this Mazza over here for you if you want it.
Yeah, fun times. So, shoutouts to our tracker, of course, for tonight. Luffy is tracking, so thanks a lot for him, as this is going to be an interesting one to track. I'd be very curious to see what their spreadsheets look like for this, because you do have to keep track of incentive locations in like what dungeons you found the incentive items for, you also need to keep track of shards, because once again, this is co-op shard hunt, which means the shards are not shared. So every runner is going to have to collect 32 shards in order to break the orb and enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Question chat from Caleb: is it full Topher or short Topher? Nah, it's full Topher.
It is full Topher.
Yeah,
Big boy.
Is the big boy Topher.
I've been watching so much sumo over the last few days, and like this is the biggest. This is the last fight of the day. Big boy Topher.
Yep.
We chunky Topher. So yeah, we've checked a few entrances. Mermaids was nice, obviously. Canal, interesting. Early find, but not much to speak of so far. That short sword +4 though has been putting in a little bit of work. Demon RHK asking, is it deep Topher too? Yes, it is a deep Topher. So yes, this is essentially Yokozuna Topher.
I mean, sometimes when you pick deep Topher and it's just like, okay, it's the second floor down, but I have had the Nightmare Seed where Topher is like 5 floors down and it's full, and we roll percentages up, have fun.
Yeah. So yeah, percentages 50 to 200% stats, 100 to 400 HP. But once again, unnerfed black belts. They got black belts. Topher is gonna roll over a little bit. No, of course, no temper, no fast may make it a little bit more dangerous, but defense is incentivized. So
have we rolled out? Hang on, did we find Provoke and Elflin? Have we rolled out fast?
No, sorry, we haven't ruled out fast, but like there's a if there was fast available, this black belt's gonna like steamroll. But without it being guaranteed, a little bit slower.
So right now, I'm seeing Crescent Lake party planners doing a brilliant Imp Grim grind. While Teamwork is for Dummies seems to just love that overworld. Oh. Well, Dang just went into a place, but he's like 20 minutes behind Danny, so whatever, it's fine. By the way, a fun feature of tonight,
the sick sync between Dengwu and Danny, who are literally step for each other.
Yeah. Fun feature of tonight, we may be a little more biased than is traditional, because that seemed funny to me at the time. To just have, like, biased, passive-aggressive comms.
Wait. There's just... It's the same stream fizzle.
Wait, what?
Dengwu and Danny are the same stream.
When did that happen? What in the hell?
But yes, this is... If you want to go for unbiased comms, you are on the wrong stream, as Teamwork is for Dummies is so clearly the superior team here that they wrote a book on it. Like, there's nothing else to say. Crescent Lake party planners have no chance of winning here. Oh, they're both Dengwu. This is art at its finest. Just
everything is fine. I don't know what you're talking about. I cropped everything perfectly, and I have no idea why that happened.
Spellzap getting given the business by some iguanas. Interesting that his black belt died at the top. Was that on purpose?
I feel like a black belt death is never on purpose in these deep flags.
But he's just going with it. Interesting. Woo is wheels.
The stream must have picked up there something, because I could swear that those were correct when I set them. But hey, whatever, it's fine.
It's fine. We noticed. I was like actually shocked at how perfect the sync was. I was like, I've never seen this before.
and I'm just looking over and I'm just like, yeah, I mean they're close, but like it's not that close. Like.
Caleb saying we have a ship. I'm gonna quickly check our notes. Who's paying far more attention to what's actually going on in stream? We have the ship in Mirage, so
yes,
the sky incentive.
Less than Dang got it.
Yes, that's a pretty big pickup, especially with that early canal. That opens up a bunch of additional entrances. As once again, like even the towns are entrances because we do have towns shuffled.
Right. The important thing is that we leave the inner seed never to return. That's how you win these.
Hello, MG. How's it going? Dang Wu on that fucking floor.
Yeah.
I hate this floor.
Yep. So seems like we're just going to avoid TFC and TFC North, and we're gonna get the sensible chests, or stand there.
That makes a lot of sense actually, because remember we found an incentive item in Mermaids, which means there's not and a ribbon. So
okay,
there's no
alright.
reason to open all the chests in C. You just have to open the ones that you want to in order to get things like shards and ribbons. So yeah, TFC, that floor giving out the goods here. Yeah, so Kayla pointing out, I had multiple ducks say they didn't know that I ever swore because they'd only listened to me on comms, which is interesting. Anyways,
Yeah.
we have found a marsh split on Spell's app side.
Yeah, worth noting. Jet normally isn't allowed to swear, but the person who's normally in charge of that fucking shit is not around tonight, and we're in this place. Expectations have never been lower.
Except for the art.
Yeah. Well, I put all the effort into that.
Hey, there's a lot of other Twitch streams out there. If people don't want to be here, you know what?
Yeah.
They can go watch, I don't know.
There's so many other Twitch streams out there, and I don't see any of them painstakingly cutting text out of a background shot of pepperonis.
We found Lich. So, you know, Lich, pretty nice. We don't have Worst Flag in the game Shuffled Fiends on, so, yeah, Danny gonna go give Lich the business with that solo thief, level 5.
Maybe. There's very few combinations of living light warriors and gear and spells and whatnot that don't result in a dead Lich, so...
Dragon +6. Pretty good. This might actually work.
Yes, thank you, Caleb. Join the fucking spring tournaments. God, races...
I already joined the spring tournament! But my problem is my plan to get eliminated prior to brackets seems less likely by the day. Because if everyone makes it through bracket...
Alright, we got a single ninja with a flame sword. 2 hits for 166. Hold.
Oh god.
And slow.
Oh god.
And ink. And then actual damage. Okay, now... It's... So... I said that there's very few combinations of things that don't lead to a dead Lich. Hold is kind of high up there on the things you don't want to see, because if, like, we could swing a sword for those 3 turns, I'm pretty sure Lich still would have ended up dead.
I mean, Danny got held, then slowed, then darked, and low enough level that dark actually does something. Very, very little, but something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to take the question from Adam in chat?
Sure. Question in chat. Serious question. What kind of time commitment would it be? Probably not actually going to do it. I'd get pwned, no doubt, but it is so tempting to try anyway just for fun. So let me break this down in chunks. Number 1, as far as I've heard, we've had a lot of newer people signing up for the spring tournament, so your chances might not be as bad as you're saying they are. Number 2, at a minimum, 3 races. Over the course of some weeks. Caleb jumping in chat, thank you. 3 races over 4 weeks for pods, and then brackets is, like, whatever we get around to. Honestly, the time commitment is basically 1 race a week, roughly-ish.
Yeah.
If you can do that, and maybe a practice here or there on the side, you're good to go. And we don't have, we don't force people to just be like, you must be here for this time for this race. No. The races happen when you and your opponent can do them. Noon, fine. 3 in the morning, fine. Whatever's good for you is good for us.
Yeah, the time commitment gets longer if you expect to go super, super deep.
Right.
But if you just want to come out, hang out, have fun, learn some stuff, there's lots of people practicing right now. Highly would recommend it. I think getting started, just like having a tournament to aim for, one of the best parts of the Duck Derby is not only is it has like a good training program, it also just has something to aim for, and I think that's something that's so important. So I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
We did find a Kraken as well, so that's already 6 orbs. If you're not familiar on Shard Hunt, you get 4 orbs for the final 2 fiends, so Kraken and Tia, and you get 2 orbs for Lich. So finding, and Lich and Carry. So finding Lich and Kraken already, pretty nice.
Yeah. coming up on the 13-minute mark, I saw Gregley taking on Lich 1, which I believe went down like the sack of potatoes we all imagined it would be. Danny nopes out of Kraken. Feels bad. Feels real bad.
Poor Danny, just not getting through the Fiends today. I did want to point out that our tracker Luffy has pointed out that B-side spike tiles, which for Tri-State, are on. So that finding a black belt grind to start with will be a little bit more challenging, but there's some very juicy ones for a ton of extra EXP. The B-side pool, I believe, is also quite a bit larger, and because it's quite a bit larger, it also decreases the chance of like getting a guaranteed, 3 eye tile or something like that. So these runners are definitely gonna have to work for their grind potentially.
I don't know that it's necessarily larger per se, but well, it might be larger, but it's a case of like 50 encounters versus like 47 encounters. Like the difference isn't that much. But you also have kind of a way higher chance of finding something you actually want. Like 1 to 2 fighters would be amazing. Just anything with like 2 to 4 just sprites total that they can punch is probably really good.
Yeah, no, that's true. As you mentioned though, like 2 to 4 something can be dangerous, but it's still like if we can get our party up to the mid to late teens, then the black belt will be able to definitely be able to get those final few levels. Also, 3.0 times EXP levels will come pretty fast.
David, we're not talking about that run. None of that sounds familiar. Shut up. Comment in chat from Rock Solid. I thought the 3-eye tile, as well as many of the higher experience encounters, were B-side only. That is correct. That is very correct.
That is correct. The higher EXP tiles are definitely on the B-side.
A-side, the most you can generally hope for is like single eye or like 1 to 2 Agama. On B-side, 2 to 4 Agamas doesn't even crack the top 10.
Yep. It's also raining ribbons. We have 2 already, and this is randomized treasures, so 2 ribbons, pretty nice.
Yeah. I think we're finding a bunch of slivers on Sky 3. Sky 3 always providing. So, 15 minutes in, we have a boat. We can go a-sailing. Is there anything like? Oh wait, do we have the airship dock on? Do we want a floater, or do we really want a canal? Or not canal, canoe?
I believe the airship dock is off. Yes, it is. So
okay.
we're definitely looking for the sea boat or the river boat.
Yeah.
We have the sea boat. We want the river boat, please. All these trees. Why can't I just cut one down and carve it out?
Right? Or just like roll a log.
Or just learn to frickin' swim. Look at how big we are and how small the rivers are.
What is this, a river for ants? It needs to be at least 3 times the size.
So yeah, looks like, we might finally get to see some non-inner sea action.
Oop. And Danny has left the inner sea, headed for Malmund.
Hey!
Meanwhile, Dang is... I wonder if Dang was unable... Looks like Dang wasn't able to carry the slivers off this floor because this is the second time I'm seeing him check these boxes. I missed what got him.
Yeah, I also did not see. It might have just been Dangstraths just pressing the reset button or something, but likely something dangerous.
And we've got Gaia sighting. Looks like we checked a black magic shop. Reasons unknown, possibly to rule out things that we can find elsewhere later. Look at the armor shop, and his iron plus 5 shields are nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, iron plus 5, we do that. It's also interesting, Spellzap has just like decided that he's just 2-manning it with fighters and thieves, or fighters and ninja. I don't know if this is like a permanent play or this is just like this is how I'm going to get out of the early game until I decide I want to grind my black belt, because it's just a pile of uselessness that I'm just carrying around with me.
Yeah, it looks like we're sticking with 2-man at the moment until we get somewhere we care about.
Yeah.
If we were going to bring things back to life, that was the time. I understand the thief staying down, that's got almost no utility. But the black belt surprises me. I wonder if we're just going to two-man and hope that we hit like 45, 50, whatever, and get a sword to swing.
Yeah. A little unfortunate the Massa is getting pulled out of the pool, but I mean, it just very much limits the number of like endgame swords that the fighter can find, right? Like, you don't have Vorpals, you don't have Excals, you don't have Massas. It's getting a little awkward.
Ice or Sun with a really big plus at the end of it, it could work,
pretty much.
but I have a feeling that Spellzap is all in on finding a serviceable serviceable katana.
Which you don't even know is in the pool.
Right.
Awkward. There
They'll
has
be
to be a
fine.
black belt coming back up. It just has. I can totally see this. Also, the fighter has extra luck too, so this is like run up party comp extraordinaire. So yeah. Sarda has given us something.
We got
I'm
Bottle.
checking bottle. Hey, the tracker does things. Yay! We have a bottle. Also, our tracker Luffy pointing out that our Hydras have damage poison. That is dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, levels a little hard to come by here.
We found Canaria Castle. I believe this is the first time I've seen this. King gives us herb. I don't believe we've seen Elflin Castle. The beauty of Canaria Castle in Entrance Floor Shuffle is that you almost always have to come back here a minimum of 3 times. First time, it's just the king. Second time, you killed Garland somewhere, so there's a princess here now. Third time, you finally found the stunken key. Let's get the stupid armory chest.
And yeah, Luffy, I was more commenting on the fact that just like the tracker has just gotten to be completely empty for like 16 minutes. Like in terms of actual items, it's just been like, oh, we got a ship in a canal, and then nothing. But now we have a bottle and an herb, and things are good.
Yeah, we
Gregory
got...
Puff finds the 3rd ribbon.
Okay, apparently random loot is just like all ribbons all the time, so there's that.
Yeah, where's Rubes in? Rubes the ribbon master in the chat.
So, Dang headed towards what I believe will be our first Crescent Lake check. Spellzap picking up missing shards.
Danny... See, this time it is actually Danny and Deng sinking, just not quite to the like same extreme extent that previously was occurring.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing bad ever happens. I know what I'm doing.
I have seen 3 runners bonk into rivers because they've been practicing pods too much, and they like don't know how to exist without a canoe. They're like, what do you mean I can't just walk across this?
Not gonna lie, that's why I haven't practiced pod flags while I'm still in the bingo tournament, because I don't want to do that.
So Crescent Lake is Onrak. Man, Onrak always in nice spots. Like Crescent Lake's a pretty nice surroundings, just the town is a little iffy. There's a lot of creepy old men walking around. Onrak in Crescent Lake, this is like the dream team.
So, Melman gets a bad rap, right? Everyone hates Melman. Sometimes there's encounters in it. There isn't even a clinic here. Can we talk about Onrak? It's got level 7 shops, most of which you can't get without promotion. It's only got an item shop and a clinic, no weapon shops, no armor shops. And you can't even get through the town without the weird, gross, bubbly beer. Like, it... Onrak worse
Also,
than Melman.
the inn is in a terrible spot, too.
And it's the most expensive one in the game, pretty much.
But it has the Red Mage Savior shop for life, which has happened to me like once, so...
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so like from an FFR perspective, Onrak might be the worst, but from a like, if this was in real life, Melman still is the worst.
I mean, when I go on vacation, I want to be able to afford to spend more than one night without mortgaging the house.
That's true. That's very true. So, I did want to, going back to the FFR, interesting, couple different party comps we got going on here. We got Gregory Puff, no one's surprised, Fighter, Black Belt. I'm a little surprised he went Fighter instead of Thief, but I guess instead of Ninja. But Fighter with that extra luck does have a pretty good run chance, and will have the HP, which is nice. But once again, I think that whole sword issue, still a problem. Like, what does your end game look like? I guess it's black belt and your fighter's just there to provide moral support and take some hits. But
also, I think it's hilarious that you mentioned we have varying party comps. Let no one ever tell you that just because you're forced to party means that you have to deal with everything in that party. We've got a lot of picking and choosing going on.
Yeah. Luffy correctly pointing out that the parties are forced, but I guess I'm more commenting on like what subset of the party that people are choosing to run. And it looks like Danny's also on the Thief Fighter train.
No, I think those all just suddenly died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Danny was forced onto the Thief Fighter train?
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny not exactly known for her like small party strats. She likes her 4-person, sometimes 3-person. But no, it looks like she's grinding up those 2.
Oh,
I wonder if this is on instruction by like this is on recommendation by Spellzap. This is so awful though.
Cremate spamming scorpions has me concerned.
Yeah, like the interesting thing is, right, like Peeds are usually the fight of choice around Crescent Lake, but when you don't have AoE damage, Peeds become even more of the Crescent Lake fight of choice, right? Like, we're so used to having spells.
But we're resetting out of Peeds. There is an encounter here, and we want one of them, and I don't know which one. We're not digging for cash. We can afford to resurrect everybody, so that's not the issue. I wonder what we're looking for.
Tune in to find out. Greg Lipoff, just taking a nice dip into TFC floor to grab those beautiful things. Oh, I saw a canoe.
A canoe on what?
There's a canoe on Spellzap and Danny's side. Where was it?
I suspect Spellzap found it when we weren't looking. Alright, we were aware of the star-shaped floor ribbon, right? We didn't just find our 4th ribbon, right?
No, I think there's 3.
Okay.
I think. It might actually just be 2 and I've just seen them keep getting collected, but it feels like I think there's 3.
Okay, alright. And can confirm, Crescent Lake Party Planners have the canoe, Spellzap beelines for ordeals, finds a treasure floor.
And our tracker is saying it is, I don't know if it's marsh entrance or marsh in marsh, but something to do with marsh.
Marsh entrance was a town.
Okay.
But it was Gaia, so if he handed in the bottle, that might have been a thing.
Well, I'm sure he'll correct us shortly. This is what trackers are for when it's Final Fantasy pirate broadcast. Danny is navigating the river system, never nice. Greg Lipoff's still in the inner sea, but looks like he's prioritizing just like picking up a few of the items that Dangwoo's already found.
So, pop quiz. You're playing the seed with a 2-man party. If you walk into an entrance, what's the thing you want to find the most? Also, LOL floater on Spellzap's side.
Yeah, also LOL floater. What do you... Okay.
So, like,
what do you mean by...
What floor do you want to see the most if you have a 2-man party and you're looking to get them levels?
Earth 1, probably.
Really?
If I'm just looking to get levels, like, I wanted to be checking those spikes. There's just 3, just readily... Like, if it's, like, walk in, first floor, Earth 1, that's pretty good. I'd be pretty happy with that. Agama floor also would be okay. Like, basically, something where I can get some free grinds would be really nice. If I want to do a, like, overworld grind, I really like Sky 2. Always seems to treat me well in terms of, like, having a good grind right off the power cycle there. But the encounter table, I don't think, has a, like, immediate encounter. It's, like, kind of mediocre. It's, like, halfway.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking Sky 2, mostly because almost every encounter on Sky 2 is, like, a low number of sprites. So if all I have is, like, 2 melee damage dealers, I can just sit there forever and the damage is... or the danger is minimal. Like, it's still there, but it's not... Like, 4 rock galls will mess you up something fierce, but... willing to take that risk because they're also worth a lot of experience.
Yeah, so you meant like what floor do I want to end up on if I want to do like an save and quit or save and reset grind? Yeah,
Sure.
Definitely Sky 2. I agree with that.
Yeah. You know, just in case all the tiles everywhere are garbage. When would that ever happen?
Never.
Never.
So, worst team to ever pick up a co-op controller is in the air, and they're like solidly in the air before Teamwork is for Dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork for Dummies, I think they need to go to the most hated location, which is Ordeals, I believe is where the floater was, which means they have to find that canoe first. So they are, still 2 items away. Like they're still a ways away from getting into the air here, which is quite unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. And Teamwork is for Dummies, showing off the teamwork that they're so well known for by both being on the same continent at the same time, heading in the same direction.
They're just being thorough and making sure that they have levels and ribbons.
Okay, so Bottle did turn into the canoe.
Okay. So it was Gaia or Marsh the location.
Yep.
Yeah. And Marsh Bottom is the floater. Okay, which was in. Yeah. So this is when Teamwork is for Dummies needs to split up, and one of them does the river system, and one of them goes to Ordeals.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they both do the river system, it's going to be real bad. But no, that's not happening. Dangwoo's going straight down. There's no northern docks on, so this is the Ordeals play. So they're not going to be in the air it's not going to be that far behind.
I spy with my little eye a Gregglypuff at level 16 trying to kill Tiamat with a fighter swinging a Dragon Sword +6 in the bottom slot.
Interesting.
3 hits for 192, 2 hits for 36. Big melee, Black Belt survives. 2 hits, 2 damage. Thank you, Ninja.
So Tiamat has minimum 1100 HP and maximum 4400.
Mm-hmm.
This better be pretty close to a min roll to have any chance here.
2 hits with a crit for 185, 2 hits with a crit for 230. Tiamat very melee happy, just kind of smashing down the party, 1 member at a time. 2 hits for 192, we are rapidly approaching maybe base health. Swing out of the Ninja, 1 hit, 1 damage, that's the last thing the Ninja's doing in this fight. Fighter steps up, 2 hits for 153. Next swing, 3 hits for 123. We might have crossed base damage threshold. This fighter is well armored. And 2 hits for 80, down goes Tia 1, alright.
What a...
Sure.
Yeah, that's a play you can make, technically.
Sure.
Brilliant by Gregglypuff. He galaxy brained the HP or something, I don't know. But he got it down. That's great.
Well, they can't even fly yet, so what good is that going to do them? Meanwhile, Spellzap has found the Dwarf Cave, as Danny is checking some boxes, probably going to be picking up some slivers if she hasn't been here yet. Because I remember seeing, I think, like 3 in here.
And we get the cube from the TNT Dwarf.
Sweet.
From Narek, which means Marsh split, which was
Hooray!
in Matoya, is now available.
Hooray! Alright, we're done with that.
So some interesting stuff going on here. Dangwoo is on the floor with the floater. I believe the floater's like in the vanilla incentive box, so they will be in the air shortly. And Gregglypuff actually pretty ideally located because, yep, oh, it's okay, it's not, it's the 2 chests. But Gregglypuff's basically just about to redirect, say, nope, not going up the river system, and just go straight to turn it. Ironically, Danny was in a very similar position. Unfortunately for Teamwork is for Dummies, Danny was in a pretty similar position like 5 minutes ago. But that's beside the point.
So, that's always one of the best things of co-op is, you know, you're in the middle of something, who cares what, and your partner calls out, floater incoming, and it's just like, okay, what am I doing, and what have I done, and what will I be abandoning if I just mash reset this millisecond?
Yep. Oh, I just realized too, we're playing entrance floor with like minimal access to warp and exit. That's terrible. Like, if warp wasn't level 1 to 4, ugh. Bah.
Warp sometimes rolls 5 through 8, and this is an unavoidable problem with randomizers. Also, white magic doesn't exist.
Also, white magic doesn't exist. Picking up a power bonk. That's actually pretty nice, especially if you're not going to go for like the black belt grind. But power bonk, a pretty nice pickup there. Still, I guess Dragon Sword +6 is endgame, technically,
No.
but yeah, it's still like sword's the bigger issue here.
Our black belt at like 26 is going to outpower a Dragon Sword +6.
Spells up doing the ordeals made. Speaking of when you wish you had warp. Ooh. Oh yeah, third pillar right back to the beginning. Gotta love it.
I hate to see it. It hurts. How far in was it? It was once. Okay, it was the second split in. So at least it wasn't you get all the way to the end and then you hit third pillar and then it zaps you back to start.
Yeah, when I first started playing this game, I was like, ooh, where's Nuke? And anytime Nuke was like past level 4, now it's Warp. Whenever Warp's past level 4, I get real grumpy. I start like grumbling at my computer. Yeah. Warp is the best spell.
Warp is nice, Nuke is nice, Fade is nice, all those things are nice. I'm now at the point where my teeth don't start to grind unless there's like multiple things that all are missing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like if I don't have like if my only sweeper is like Ice 2, and then I've got Quad X but like nothing else to whittle down with, and there's no warp, there's no fast, there's no temper. It's just like, alright, I can forfeit now or I can just wait.
It's those seeds when you log on and Lefane has, you know, life 2, life 1, and Fade all in the same, all at the same time. It's like, nice. So yeah, the Teamwork is for Dummies, basically following in the footsteps of Teamwork is for Crescent Lake Party Planners. However, I do believe that Teamwork is for Dummies is up a few shards here, because I think they more or less backtracked earlier. Like, they have their ribbons and their shards, so it's still relatively close, I would say. Picking up the rod may not be required.
The problem with Entrance Floor Shuffle is the darndest things are behind locks as spells that picks up. Chime is one of the better locked, or the better keys, because there could be any number of things, and usually are any number of things behind it.
I would argue actually that like I would rather find the rod in the cube just in case, because there's no worse feeling than going down like 10 floors and getting blocked and knowing you might need to come back.
Yeah. I mean, I just have the bias of like so many seeds is just like, what was Chime locking? Oh, well, it's the loot. Oh, well, it's Topher. Oh, well, it's, you know, Bahamut. It's just like, oh.
Oh yeah, we should note also Danny has found the Temple of Fiends revisited, or the Temple of Fiends, which is always a very important find in Deep Topher, because like that can be one. There's 3 items, well, 1 location and 2 items that you absolutely must find in order to win, right? Because shards, fiends, they're all negotiable, kind of. But Toph, loot, key, you must find them, and so getting one of those out of the way is always nice.
Also, all please rise. The Blue Stake has visited this run today. It has blessed the Crescent Lake Party Planners, and not those other losers.
But did he kill it?
He did.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna give him shit if he did.
Grind tiles so far, kind of bad.
Yeah, I've not seen anything that's really set me alight.
Gregglypuff about to get third pillared. Yep, there we go. Oof.
So, Danglu's sitting on 7 shards. I'm trying to get shard counts from our runners. So Dang's sitting at 7.
2 runners, please menu slower. Thanks, comms. Oh, we're gonna get our first herb turn in. What will it be? Cayenne! Oh, that's red. I was close. Titans was right behind him actually, so pretty nice pickup at that point actually.
The wormhole dream is unfortunately dead because we've already got our airship.
But this is incentivized, so. Interesting thing with these flags actually, the flag creators, the brilliant teamwork exists for dummies, decided to keep it speaking of okay. That's a dud.
Yeah.
But the Titan's Trove and Canaria Castle locked are actually in their like vanilla locations, just because it's like, why am I opening these 6 boxes? I guess it's too much work. So yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, and we get the key from Sarah too.
So shard update. Dang at 7, Spell Zap at 9, Gregly at... Is that 2 full rows? Yeah, that's like 15.
Yeah, like 14, yeah.
And just waiting on Danny to open her menu. Hey, that's a Sun +5, let's slap that on. So I can look at your shard count.
2 Sun +5s.
The ninja can do things too!
Yeah, once again, Katana's not guaranteed to exist. So Sun +5 though, that is serviceable. Danny at like 8 or 9, it looked like? 9? Yeah, okay.
9. Comments in chat. Sun +5 maybe best weapon so far versus Goro +5. Sun is... So the tiers of weapon is basically, at the top, we have Maza, right? We just do.
By
and
itself.
Below that we have X-Cal. And I'm talking fighter weapons at this point. Below that we have X-Cal. X-Cal is just there. And then below that we have Sun Sword and Defense Sword. So, tied for 3rd best weapon in the game at a +5? Yeah, we can do something with this. I think, if I remember my math correctly, +5 puts it past...
42 attack.
Puts it past X-Cal, but it's still not quite Masa territory.
Yeah, like on my chart, Masa like -5 is still like as good as almost any. Like Masa's just busted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the Korra +5 will give the Thief something to do.
Yeah, best in slot Thief weapon.
Yeah, and it'll be really, really good. It'll be almost a nice sword.
No. Korra +5 is actually pretty okay.
It's pretty alright.
Well, the crit rate buff that occurred a while ago, right? The 1.5 rate change made quite a big difference, actually, right? Like that makes any sword decent. Oh, is Sunbase 30? Sorry. I thought it was 32 for
Sunbase. So Sunbase is 30. So with +5 it would be 40. So it's still not base damage of the X-Cal, but crit rate will be insane. And the hit rate will be slightly better. So that's one of the things. Is like it's not hard math as to what weapon pluses equal what other weapons. I just kind of eyeball it.
And I value crit very highly too. So yeah, runners basically you know, walking each other's footsteps. As we said, like Gregly with a pretty sizable shard advantage, also decent levels. Gregly is Tyra hunting. Yup.
That's a blue stick.
Yup. This looks like it's gonna be a grind. Also, that fighter's doing pretty good damage there. I think the fighter has a pretty decent blessing. Yeah, plus 20 strength too, so fighter hitting thing hard.
Blue snake off the power cycle? Hang on.
Yeah, blue snake's off the power cycle.
Dang.
Gregly's gonna be sitting here for a while.
Yep.
Oh god. He's accidentally casting... yeah. Oh. Astos? To be fair, those double Sun +5s make this 2-person Thief fighter comp like very good.
Yeah. Hey, we got the Oxyel. Time to go back to Onrak, the stupid town.
In Crescent Lake.
Yeah. Well,
hey, it's a lot better actually when it's in Crescent Lake. You don't have to like walk after you get off your airship.
What are the chances that we're gonna live the dream and have the double town?
Ooh. Can we have the triple? The triple town's already out of the question. That's unfortunate.
How would you do triple town?
The split underneath.
Right. Yep.
You can have the quad town.
Yeah, on rack, on rack into split into 3 towns.
Yep.
Oh, we need to start a Plando archive so that when some cursed soul finds that, we can just like archive it. Hello, number 2 tile.
Yep. These are tiles, but Grigglypuff liking his blue stake.
I think if we're doing a solo black belt grind, Greggly has the better tile. It's really hard to do better than a solo T-Rex, even when it kills you, because you got unlucky and it crit you. Like,
yep.
It's just so much experience that it's hard to do better than this.
Also, the overworld grinds really like cannot be. The value of the fact that you can't lose your grind really is like incredible. Yes, it takes a lot more time to get each fight, which is unfortunate, but like, you know, if he had wiped to an unfortunate crit and he's down 4 floors, disaster. There, it's like, whatever, just press the reset button.
Yeah.
So we are still lootless.
Teamwork is for dummies, opting to not do anything ever and just sit around and gain levels as Crescent Link party planners forging ahead to see if we can clean up that shard count, because we've got most everything we need, I think. Let me look at this tracker real quick.
No loot, no loot.
Oh, we are still missing the loot. Okay. Oh, what? Is that a time? Ooh, Gershark 6 Wizzag. The worst of both worlds.
Yes, not especially nice. So with unnerved black belts, how high are we going here?
What is the scaling? Because there's 2 answers. Well, there's actually 3 answers in my mind.
50 to 200 stats, 100 to 400 HP.
So, based on the fact that the black belt is going to have to hard carry the rest of the party, I'm going to say 42.
Yeah, that's reasonable, especially with this blue stake grind. Like, it's pretty, like, 15,000 experience.
Yeah, the blue stake
like,
grind
if levels
is
were a little
nuts.
harder to get, then maybe not, but...
Well, the problem is that we have, well, we know where Topher is, and it didn't look like it was that deep, but it's still long Topher, and 50 to 200% offensive stats is nothing to sneeze at when you're looking at like a 400% health Kraken 2 or Tia 2 or God forbid Chaos. That's a fight with, and we have no healing. Like, the most healing that we can aspire to at this point is like a heal helmet, aka no healing whatsoever. So we need to end that fight before that fight ends us. So we need maximum power.
Yep, I agree with that. I think fast is still on the table though so far. Oh, we have found Elfland, and level 3 did not have fast. But I don't even... Have we seen Provoca?
I don't believe we have, but Chad is pointing out that Danny has found the number 3 tile and is settling in for a grind of her own.
Ooh, Gasties. Oh, our tracker Luffy pointing out that we have found Provoca, so... Oh, Cardiac Grassy. Okay, so I think fast is gone as well, so a little bit unfortunate.
Blurm, blurm.
That's how she goes. Gasty's also worth a ridiculous amount of EXP, but once again, we were just speaking about like the nice part of the overworld grind.
Right.
Gasty's not getting to benefit quite so much from that. Also, Grigglypuff made the blue stake run fizzle. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Oh, I did see it. I ran an Atomizer seed a few weeks ago, where basically the Topher encounters were just like Tyros and T-Rexes or whatever, and I was able to make one run, and I wasn't sure why or how, because I thought they were morale capped.
Yep. Also, evidently I'm just saying nothing right. Fast and Temper, level 2 black magic, so that's huge for that ninja.
Yeah, that ninja needs charges yesterday. So apparently 4 Gasties is a little scary. I'm seeing minor spells coming out, not the least of which is Rub, which I think we have the M-Def to survive that. Or we have one of the 4 million ribbons, you know, one of the two. But it's real hard to argue with the experience you get from 4 Gasties. That's a lot.
Yeah, the Thieves actually have +2 MDef per level as a as a blessing, so they're actually very good in terms of their magic defense, even without a ribbon, with just, you know, decent levels.
Does +2 put them at black belt level?
Are Thieves vanilla 2? Probably.
I think so. I forget which class is vanilla 1, aside from master.
I thought it was like black mages or something, because this game is ridiculous. Yeah, not too much to speak of. Okay, maybe it is only 2 ribbons. Maybe we just kept seeing them getting picked up, but 2 ribbons, still a lot of ribbons for random treasures, so we take that.
So coming up on the 49-minute mark, we've got grinds galore. Looks like Dangwoo might have finished his, Gregory might have finished his, Danny's still working on hers. Once we get things fully operate, no, Gregory definitely done, because we're leaving the blue stake hunting ground.
Yeah. Dangwoo getting a loot. That's pretty huge. The key was just Sarah, so once the Teamwork is for Dummies finds that Toph, you know, they will be in item go mode.
And then it's just all about finding shards, which last I saw, Gregory had a commanding lead over everyone else, but everyone else was roughly even.
Yeah, and also spells that the reason Gregory had such a big is because somehow he beat Tia with his like level 15 fighter or whatever, right? So that made a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Danny's decided that she's had enough. Gonna go save. Oh, that's really nice actually. That C floor is
really
just one floor
access.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny's still very short. Spells that picking his up though. He's up to 12.
Spells up doing a lot of gear maintenance, and I could swear I saw him on the Fiend floor. Yeah. So we're taking on Carrie. We're gonna respect Carrie, because sometimes a 200% carry will just roll up on offensive stats and just explode you out of nowhere.
Yeah, Carrie's one of those very high variance attacking fiends. Like, sometimes she does nothing, and sometimes she crits your fighter for 600 damage.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen people just roll in to the carry fight expecting a lich fight, and it's just like, no, you want to take that one seriously sometimes.
Okay, with that, the Teamwork is for Dummies is in item go mode. Yeah. That's good.
So, the loot was found... Where was that?
According to our tracker, Luffy, the loot was found somewhere by Dangwoo. So... to be determined, but we'll get an update on that when it's available. Maybe someone else in chat will have seen it.
Chat pointing out that the Zombie D Whizvamp tile has also been found. That's the number 5 tile. So 3 out of the top 10 seems really good.
Yeah, we're looking a little bit like a Chinese takeout menu. We got number 1, we got number 3, we got number 5 combos. All real solid. Demon Archcase saying, sold in Provoca. Thank you very much. Provoca with all the goods. Fast temper, the loot for sale. Welcome, Shoom Bobby. Yes, Teamwork is for Dummy on the right. Dangwoo and Gregory Puff against Spellzap and Danny on the left. And hello, Krillin. How's it going tonight? Thanks for tuning in for this pirate broadcast of... Please say the name of this event, Fizzle.
Lorphin Borphin presents the Double Dragon Final Fantasy Randomizer IronGol Heavy Metal Championship. Exhibition match.
The world. Exhibition match?
I don't know. No, it counts.
No, this is legit.
Yeah.
It's not for a belt or anything. It's for like sole ownership of last place, but
oh yeah,
that's
what it is. Yeah.
Hey, we started from the top, now we're here.
Everything to play for.
So yeah, co-op. Both players need to finish Shard Hunt, 32 shards. Spells that finding the adamant, which no one cares about. Yeah, I mean, there is the incentive defense sword. We do kind of care about that, but
Taking artistic feedback on board. I should make the versus thingy bigger in the future. Alright. Art can always be improved upon. Even this.
oh no. Yeah, Whizvamp, Zombie D's, man, just grinds everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think if you know the blue stake off power cycle, like, you gotta be thinking like, hey, maybe I'll go let some people die off, and like, you know, I'll just go stick my ninja at the top with no armor on, wait for him to die, and then I'll just go solo with my black belt for like 2 minutes.
For me, it depends on how deep the tiles are. Like, so the number 2 tile is just not solo grindable. It just isn't. The number 3 tile, that was out of on-rack, like 1 floor down in on-rack, and there's the tile, and you can do it, I think, without hitting encounter steps, maybe. So that's like amazing.
Yeah.
And it looks like the Zombie D Whizvamp tile is same location. It's just a lot less. It's just a lot less experience. Like the floor of the Zombie D Whizvamp fight is like half of that of the Gas D fight, and the Gas D fight ceiling is higher.
Yeah, that's all fair.
Dark Moon, when I said art could always be criticized, but not by someone who knows art.
Then you're an art critic and you're not allowed to criticize art.
It's true. You have to open a gallery. And just sip,
oh god.
And then just sip wine and thumb your nose at all us plebs who are just eking out a living making art.
The original Game Boy, yeah man, you could not see shit on that screen. Just like, holy smokes, my eyes. I had like the little attachment that did nothing, as well as like a lamp which I just like shoved on top of it while playing. I'm sure it was great for me.
So I know we've all seen the image of like I think it was a Game Boy Advance. This isn't even my final form that just has like every attachment just like taped to it. I wasn't that bad, but I had one that was like up there, where I had like the speakers on the side, and I had the lamp, and I had like the increased battery thingy. Like, it was almost no longer portable at that point.
No, peak like old Game Boys is when you got the Pokemon trading cord. Then you were so cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was something else important. Gregory found the last fiend, so his orb count, his shard count's got to be pretty high at this point. I would guess over 20. But spells that finding the defense, that adamant paying off, especially for that 2-person comp. That adamant is that defense is incredibly important.
Yes, and Dengwu, I believe, also just found the adamant himself. Worth noting for those following along in chat, just because we found the last fiend doesn't mean a sweet job's done storm into Topher. We are on shard hunt, and we are requiring how many shards? 20 something? Of which
32.
Oh, 32, of which all 4, like if you kill all 4 fiend ones, that's still only 12 shards. So even with all 4 fiends down, you're still a ways away from go mode and actually getting into Topher.
Yup. Gregory Puff. Oh no, he's I'm like, why is he going to promote? Turns out that hallway. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. I was, gonna comment on his more Galaxy Brain moves, but you don't get bonus points for talking to Bahamut. So yeah, at this point they're basically just that's a nice floor. They're basically just, going around looking for shards for Teamwork is for Dummies. This is where the hand motions are coming out. Dangwoo's giving his signature talks. I think the issue for Teamwork is for Dummies is that Dangwoo's significantly behind Gregley, because Gregley's done his grind and has more shards.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not ideal. Danny choosing this fire tile.
Fire tile, really? Fires are not, they're not even in spitting distance of the top 10 list. I wonder if the Gas D tile is too spooky for our level right now, but if we hit level 30, then we can kind of graduate to that one and finish off the grind there. Shoutouts to chat arguing over what the worst handheld was in terms of battery life. I love chat.
We all love chat. Oh my, okay, see? This is where, you know, Gregley's actually really good at giving exact shard information as Dangwoo opened one box. Dangwoo gives not so precise answers a lot of the time, as Gregley just opens all the boxes in every chest bank. Yeah.
Oh, Wizards with Blaze. Okay. That's right, we have a million ribbons. We don't worry about it.
Gregley Puff, yeah, just pick up his shards. Gregley Puff's gonna be just in Topher, man. Like, no, actually, he's 6 shards away.
Gregley Puff deciding that he just wants to calm the last, like, half an hour of this race with us.
Yeah, pretty much. It would add to the quality. I mean, yeah, 11k from those fires is not bad, but it takes multiple turns, they get to attack you, versus you can 1 or 2 punch the blue stake in the desert.
Okay, 33.
Or get like 30k EXP from Gasties.
33, I think I would be maneuvering back to the Gas Dragons at this point. Even time spent menuing healing has got to make up for just the sheer differential in what you can get out of the Gasties versus this.
Yeah, holy smokes, man. Yeah, Gregley just wheeling right now. Puff Daddy at the top. Just missing a beard. I really want Gregley to just replace the sprite on his black belt, but like just put like 1 pixel of a beard on it, but like nothing else different.
If for whatever reason I'm allowed to do another one of these, I'm gonna spend actual time and effort figuring out how to give Gregley's gameplay window a better looking beard.
I just like that. I disapprove of that comment. So that made it sound like you didn't spend actual time and effort on this one, which clearly... We have tires and pizza.
Yeah. Crossing the 1 hour mark, we've got Danny continuing, probably just gonna finish off the grind on the fire tile. We've passed 32, so that tells me we're looking for 42. We've got Spell Zap looking to find the rest of the shards, possibly the last of the key items.
Yes.
Quick look at our tracker. Thank you. Shoutouts to Luffy DV for doing the work for us. Tells me still looking for the loot, which was for sale in Provoca.
Which was grassy?
Yeah, Cardio Grassy. Meanwhile, on the Teamwork is for Dummy side, we've got Dang running around trying to catch up to Gregley's shard count, and Gregley trying to get directions from Dang.
Accurate. Guess it was 10 Eastern. Welcome in, Lightning Fart. Yeah. Also, daylight savings time actually the worst. Yeah, that is all.
Oh, shoutouts to Demon RHK in chat for an idea I might steal for IronGol someday. Dueling Oculus runs, playing like the 3D NES emulator. That sounds awful.
Oh, my brain. My motion sickness.
So, Dang up to 15 shards. Gregley, I assume, is miles past that.
I just don't know how they're so discrepant. Like, what? How is Gregley like 10 minutes ahead of Dang? Like,
it's probably because sometimes all the boxes are in one place and only one of the team members goes there, but that feels like it was kind of disproven by Crescent Lake party planners, who very wisely are choosing to evenly acquire shards so that they can hit Topher at the same time. It's a good play.
Yeah, and I honestly am wondering if Spell Zap is even going to take like a grind at all, or if he's just going to be like this is it, and I have like a 30-something ninja and a 30-something fighter. Oh, has Dang not killed a single fiend, Luffy?
Oh.
Because if Dang hasn't killed a single fiend, that means things. But also Greg Puffs and Topher, how about that? Yeah. You want to see a black belt BOP?
Yeah. Oh,
You're gonna
boy.
see a black belt BOP.
Can't help but notice the way that was a 999 health black belt. Nothing will stop it.
42 black belt, 999 HP with no crit nerf. Final Fantasy as the developers intended it. I mean, you know, other than the like half encounter rate and 3 times the XP.
Sure.
As developers intended it.
Yeah. I mean, if they... Look, developers today include speedrun modes in their games. If there were speedrun modes back then, it would probably look like this. Sort of, ish, a bit.
Maybe.
Alright.
You know, it would have been nice if they included the speed hacks in the original. Anyways, Crescent Lake Party Planners have the loot. So they are also in item go mode. Shards still a little bit TBD, but
I saw Danny at 11, and I've not seen Spell Zap recently.
Funny enough, I also haven't seen Spell Zap recently, but also never. But Spell Zap shard count also unknown. Yeah, we do have a few 3 and 256. That's kind of what's looking to take out this black belt potentially.
Yeah. Dang is at 16.
Okay. 16.
Oh, I had a chance and I missed it. Alright, Spells Up, I'm gonna need you to slow down. Oh,
nope, there we go.
That's like
26.
Short. Yeah.
Yeah. Make that 20, make that 30, because he's on the bridge. Yeah, my concern right here is definitely Dang, because Dang hasn't done a grind yet either. Danny's done her grind. Her shard count's a little bit low.
Sure, but 4
not
themes
too low.
later, and that'll go up by 12.
So Fizzle, how much do I have to pay you under the table to change the rules to total time instead of first team to 2 to finish?
I'm gonna go with no, because that's an unfair rule, and we're all about fairness here. Like the fairness of the Crescent Lake Party Planners catching up.
Spell Zap definitely will wipe it over, because that's the thing he does, right? With a defense and a power bonk and a Sun +6.
And probably
and
hitting
ribbons.
like mid-30s, low 40s by the time we get there.
Yeah.
So Spell Zap is going to take on TO1. We're going to go with White Shirt defense strats. 5 hits for 244 versus the fighter. That's not good. We're going to do White Shirt defense some more. If this White Shirt goes off, which it will, that ninja is evade cap. The fighter is only at 2 stacks of 6. We ate a blizzard. We didn't care. Ribbons are neat. Let's try some fast. Tia tries to punch the ninja. Nothing happens. Fast goes off. White Shirt goes off. Fighter's at 3 of 6. Ninja is evade capped. Time for Saber. No, time for Blaze. Hitting in the high 80s, but still not quite enough to panic just yet. We're going to do a little bit of Saber, and we're going to do a test swing. Here we go. 6 hits for 1,017 damage. The fighter joins in, 2 hits, 24. Tia flails back helplessly. Swing number next. 6 hits for 734. Down goes Tia 1.
Also, small note, Greggly Puff just one-shot Kraken. Also, Dangwu killing Kraken. Rock Solid saying Zap appears committed to the no black belt approach, so Topher wipe likely. I do not agree with that. Spell Zap with 2 well-leveled people and the defense sword and a power bonk. Topher wipe not likely unless he gets... The one issue with the party is there's no healing. You know, like his like classic thief white mage. Well, one of the big benefits of that party is the fact that you have... Oh, also Robot Chicken. But one of the benefits there is you have healing. Warmac, go. Fizzle.
Let's try some White Shirt strats. There's a Black Belt punch, 10 hits, 1,300 damage. Let's try that again. The other support members are supporting in the supportive method. Kind of cheering up the Black Belt. Wave a shirt in front of him, it's not going to really do anything. White Shirt, let's get some evasion going. Punch! 10 hits for 946. Robot Chicken is still there. That's like 2200 damage that we've done so far. Maybe 2300 if we round up 2 rounds of shirts. 10 hits for 1143. Down goes Warmech. Seems good. Dang on the Bridge of Destiny. Let's see if we can... No, we can't. But we're gonna have simultaneous Tia 1 fights. Let's see how this goes. Crescent Lake Party Planners. 4 hits for 67 out of the fighter. Paunch! 7 hits for 521. Other Paunch. 4 hits for 50. I know which one leveled their black belt. Danny swings in. 2 hits for 90 damage. Nothing happens. Ninja swings in. 3 hits, 3 damage. Paunch! 7 hits for 962. Down goes 1 Tia 1, and I blinked and missed it. Chaos exploded.
Yup. Chaos exploded. Get a single G out of chat for Gregley.
Chat calling out 2324 damage that I assume was to Chaos. And it looks like Spellzap has opted for the Ghastly grind. Decided, nah, levels aren't quite high enough, let's get this ninja into orbit. Just hit 32, probably gonna be there for a little bit longer. Comment in chat, why just 1G for the finishing Mr. the Gregley Puff? That's because you only say GG when they're done, so when they're half done you give them 1G. Das math.
Nah. Twitch math. So yeah, Dang Woo. And we are here joined in the booth by Greg, not kidding. But...
You made me look, god damn it.
But yeah. Oh man, that would be good though. So Dang's actually pretty close to entering Temple of Fiends Revisited here, because he just needs like 2 shards, and then he's going to go kill some Tyros, I think.
Yeah. So, Dang on the hunt for shards. Danny on the hunt for shards. Spellzap on the hunt for levels.
Yep.
I mean, technically Dangwu also on the hunt for levels, but should at least have the knowledge of that blue D grind, which, I mean, if we just get the black belt to 4E2/50, everything will be fine.
Some impeccable communication, as always, by Team Workers for Dummies, as Dang Wu decides that going Marsh South is not the way to go.
Yeah. Dang seems a little lost in Marsh Split. Yeah, we gotta go the other north. Yeah.
It's like saying go up in C-Split. Or, it's like saying go up in C-Split, and you're just like, fuck you.
but one of the stair tiles is 1 row higher than the other. Shut up. Chat commenting that we're getting a 50 ninja on Spellzap. Seems good. Quick go now.
Spellzap. If you're gonna grind your ninja to 50 at 40 anyways. This is just Spellzap flexing on us all, but if his team loses, we get to make fun of him.
It's true. Them's the rules.
Looks like Dang Wu has decided that the grind is going to be done... Oh wait, never mind, he's an Ice Cave. I thought for a second this was C with the coloring. He's just getting shards, and that's his last one.
Is that his last one?
Yep. So Dang Wu is at... He can technically enter Topher whenever he wants, but whenever he wants probably involves his black belt getting some more levels.
Yeah, which is going to give the Crescent Lake Party Planners time to just storm right in. Steal victory from the jaws of defeat.
Still defeat from the jaws of victory, yes, I agree.
No.
Yeah, okay, here's the Tyro. Other good thing about the T-Rex, it murders your people without armor pretty fast.
That is true.
Problem with the Tyro. Many steps off the reset.
It's an acceptable number. At least it's the first encounter, and it's an okay number of tiles. It's fine, but what we needed that to do was to murder some of our party members before we stabbed it.
I wonder if he's just gonna, like, take his black belt to 32 at this point. Because, like, Topher didn't do anything, and his other party members are hitting incredibly hard, actually. Like, their swords are real good.
So I feel like I need to add an asterisk. Topher didn't do anything because we threw a 42 black belt at it.
That's true. That is true.
That's always the danger, is that when the higher level one goes in first, and it's just like, I didn't see anything, and then the second person goes back and sees this weird thing called round 2 where the nuke was.
That's true. And no healing once again.
Yeah.
And no life. Yeah. Spells at buying some stuff.
Ooh, that was 8 shards away for Danny? Think. Whereas Spell Zap is 1 shard away?
Spell Zap's in go mode. Spell Zap, I think, has 32. Okay. Oh no, 31, never mind. Luffy said, Luffy's saying 31.
Yep.
Yeah, Shumbubby, I'm kind of inclined to agree, but it's not quite true, because if one of your 3 goes down to, say, a Kraken Punch, then all of a sudden it's not working so well.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the 3 of them combined. Also, the way damage works in Final Fantasy is just, like, not like that, like, Black Belt.
Yeah,
42 Black Belt.
It's not linear. It's almost exponential.
Yeah. It's because of the hit scaling, right? It's such an unusual system.
Yeah. Well, it's partially hit scaling, it's partially crit rate, and it's partially base power. Like, it really is all 3 elements simultaneously.
It's the 3 elements to make up damage, yes.
Yeah.
No,
like,
but you're right, I agree.
Yeah, it's because, like, two more hits over 8, that's 25% more hits. So we've got 25% more hit power, and we've got roughly 25% more attack power, and we've got roughly 25% more crit power, and with the way that crits work, because crits ignore absorb, that's where the damage really just explodes.
Yep. That's how you got 24, 34, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 hits, 8 damage versus 10 hits, 300 damage. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
This is also fast. So that was a 30 black belt. It's now a 32 black belt. Soon to be a 34 black belt. Okay, so Spell Zap, about to enter Temple of Fiends Revisited. Danny needs some shards, but does not need to do a black belt grind.
Yeah, just need to find whatever shards are left. I don't know if we have any fiends left on the table. So Spell Zap gonna take care of this Garland speed bump. Head on into the past, where it's fun. Get this princess out of the way. We ain't interested in her. Somebody else save her.
Yeah, I think the Gasties would have been slightly faster here, but this is definitely fine. I say as he gets like 30,000 experience or whatever. Like.
Ooh, and Spell Zap reset. Something stopped him in his tracks, and I missed what that was. Oh snap, level 3 black belt for Spell Zap. Yeah, so with the black belt being exponential, that also means that, man, those early levels are just useless.
Yup. Yeah, I mean, if your black belt's not going to be at least... I don't even know if 21's good enough. Like...
I consider the black belt sub-thief until, like, 16 at a minimum. And even then it just ties with thief.
Which is pretty low bar.
Yeah.
Okay, time to go, dang. This black belt's 43. You're racing Spell Zap. Let's go. Equipment's not important.
All right, Danny, time to get the last shard. It's time to gotta go move speedy fast.
Because
maybe Dang will be Dang and spend 5 hours trying to Quake carry 2. Come on, you're still in this. Let's go.
That is true. But by doing so, he blesses his run to never wipe in Topher, so... Yeah, yeah, you don't usually go to Gaia to res a party member.
Yeah.
But...
It's so far out of the way, but if that's the closest option, then that's the closest option.
Oh, but in this case it was Crescent Lake, so Gaia was actually 10 out of 10 place to res.
Yep.
And here we go. Dang, you teasing me. Just
Second
why?
place.
Please, just... Oh, Dang only has 30 shards. Right. Dang, go get 2 more shards.
Crescent Lake Party Planners are back in it, baby. Oh yeah.
Until Spell Zap wipes.
Ah, it's fine. He won't do that. He's a professional.
Oh, okay, we kill and carry. That's actually good. I was like, this is such a pain to get out of. Like, this is pretty deep. But kill and carry is a good way to get out of a dungeon, it turns out.
Yep.
Go blast. Thief, you suck. Black Belt, you also suck. What the heck?
I don't think... Did he grind it to 40? Are we sure he did a 42?
Yeah! It's 43! Okay, that was better.
I mean, it just
Okay,
said 44, but I still don't believe. Alright. Danny is 4 shards short.
I don't know if she's killed Tia.
She has killed Tia. Did she kill Kraken? Questions
see
that
shortly.
need answers.
Okay, this is the Toph entrance. Dang Wu has decided that he now wants to finish this seed.
Well, finish is a strong word. Spell Zap is already on the first floor. Gotta get through all this nonsense. Something on, I think, the first floor leveled his party.
Yeah, murdered him? Or, yeah.
Flattened, I should say. That was a different word. The Black Belt's already face down. That just means one of our 2 ablative meat shields is out. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, Dang Wu actually, so, you know, speaking of actual plays, keeping the thief, the low-level thief here stoned is actually a really nice play, because you can bring him up right when you need a meat shield, rather than, like, him getting wiped to, like, random, like, Gurmedusas or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can release the meat shield from its prison right in front of Kraken 2, and then watch it eat a swirl.
Similar play can be done with a really low-level white mage with life, actually, as well, where, like, you know, you can, like, survive Kraken by just having them stoned, and then unstone them to life up the rest of your party. So, yeah, good plays if you can make it. It's kind of niche. Yeah. Dark Moon, who is still watching, even though it's hours after he complained about the legibility of this stream, paying more attention than us, saying that he lost half his party to Thunder Chimeras, which, you know, fair enough.
Shoutouts to Thunder. He's the guy that ruins races everywhere.
Yeah, mostly when you race against him, but also the spell. And he ruins them, not by being a bad person, but by making you cry afterwards as you lose by like 10 minutes.
Well, he also ruins them by putting himself in the... He hacks the game, he hacks the seed that's sent to you, and then just kind of like taunts you with a spell that just destroys your party.
Yeah, and even when he's a noob, he's still Water Cloud. Waters also suck. So Dang Wu through Lich. Here's carry. We're about to see dueling carries, maybe.
Fast goes off. Swing with the fighter, 4 hits 204. Rub ineffective. Swing with the thief, 4 hits 8 damage. Thank you, thief. We're gonna try waiting, because that's the best thing that thief can do. 4 hits for 145. Carry 2 still there. Swing. 16 hits, 587. Carry 2 still there.
Yeah, 400% clamped HP turns out is not a joke. You know.
15 hits for 513, carry 2 still there. Meanwhile, over in the bakery, 10 hits for 984, carry 2 still there. Who is going to hit carry 2 hard enough to bring it down first? 10 hits, 799. The answer is Dangwoo's Baked Goods LLC, Ari through to the water floor. As Spellzap gets through 4 hits for 169.
Classic Gregory flags. Unnerfed 42 black belt with huge EXP. Shumbobby saying carry the gate. Carry can be the gatekeeper, but normally when she has nuke. Here the problem is it's just not going to do anything.
Yep.
Honestly, to take out that black belt though, carry would need to be like nuke, 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 and like, yeah. Hey, Ale? Question. Oh no, Ale didn't even get revived.
Meat Shield's one of those. Kraken opens with Lightning 2. We're gonna do some white shirt, do some evasion strats, be nice and safe. Hug the security blanket. Punch! 8 hits for 665. Kraken 2 still there. Mask goes off just after the nick of time. We're gonna do some white shirt. We're gonna wait and we're gonna punch. White shirt goes off. The party's at 2 stacks of 6. Lightning 3. Does Lightning 3 things because I believe we have 3 ribbons. Punch! 13 hits for 1027. Down goes Kraken 2. Spellzap still fighting the good fight. Lots of defense, lots of white shirts, lots of evasion. We're gonna make sure that this Kraken 2 cannot touch us. As it looks like Danny is pulling up to the Temple of Fiends entrance.
We shall see 3 Temples of Fiends on the screen. However, Chaos did not roll the big HPs. This black belt is going to give it the beats, as it gave that Tia the beats.
20 hits for like 2,000 damage. Yep. Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup. Yup. Maybe we should make unnerved black belts get beards. Hey, the meat shield's up, and alive somehow.
Hey.
So, critical thing here, does fast go off? I mean, it's kind of critical, not really, but... Oh yeah, he gets turn order too.
Yep. Punch. Fighter's still there. Punch. 8 hits for 1476. Chaos still there. We're gonna do a lot of waiting. Gonna wait, shirt. Party is at 2 stacks of 6. Punch. 9 hits for 1661. Chaos still there. Lightning 2 does Lightning 2 things. Ale goes back to sleep. And then a lot of standing around and waiting. Chaos just kind of puts on a little bit of a light show. Punch. 10 hits for 1423. Down goes Chaos.
And Spellzap picking up the vanilla masa. We will see a second robot chicken. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
We're joined in the booth by Stupid Teamwork is for Dummies, whatever. How's it going?
It's going
Not
good.
last. Good job, team.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we actually won our first race where it was just me and Dang. You know, we didn't have our ringer have to win the race for us.
I won it on comms, don't worry. I made fun of the other team a lot. It was really
good.
Yeah.
Good. Because it sounds like Fizzle's making fun of us. He called us stupid teamwork.
It's true. We're debuting biased comms tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I like it. Heel comms.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah, so Gregory, how fun was it to make fun of Dangwoo for like 20 minutes?
Oh, it was amazing. I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was going into Topher, and he's like, I have like 12 shards. I'm like, what have you been doing, Dang?
Also, Gregory, please teach me strats. How do I kill 100 to 400% HP Tia with like a level 5 fighter and a Dragon Sword plus 6?
You just pray that Tiamat only attacks and doesn't hit very hard.
And has like minimum HP.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it just like really shallow or something? I was like, what?
Yeah. Tiamat was like right inside of Northwest Castle, like just like 2 floors down, and I had a Dragon Sword plus 6, and I had dreams and hopes. And so and Tiamat was giving me everything I needed. She wasn't hitting very hard and attacking the people in the front slot. So
yeah. When I watched that happen, I was just like, this will only work if it's like base health and nothing threatening, and then nothing happened, and then it seemed to
base
be
health.
Base health, and it's just like, oh, okay. Sure, I'll just look stupid over here. That's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, we were both like, there's no way this is gonna work, and yeah. Hey, Dang, are you here?
Yes, I have recovered after my misclick of the copy pasta. That,
yeah, I saw that. So Dangwoo, I wish I could have taken a screenshot. Called the Crescent like party planners GG easy. Officially.
You know what? After the last time we raised them in a co-op match, and Spellzap beat us not only in one game in Final Fantasy, but then he beat us in completing Kid Chameleon. You know, I feel this was well warranted, okay? I'm just saying.
Okay, but the real question, did you guys open the vanilla master chest? Because Spellzap did.
Mm-hmm.
I was threatened, okay? I was threatened not to do this by Greg Lee.
I thought about doing it, and then but he didn't remind me to do it until after I'd killed Tia 2. And I didn't think I was like I knew I was much further ahead than Dangwu, so it wouldn't have really mattered if I went back, killed Tia 2, got the massive, went back, killed Tia 2 for a third time, and then finished the game. I considered it.
We all know Greg Lee's all beard and no bite.
Look, go back and watch somebody clip his conversation with me, because it was vicious and, you know,
unnecessary.
Yeah, you know, he threatened, okay? I'm an emotional guy.
I did threaten.
Spellzap on Chaos. Spellzap decided that black belts are also for dummies.
Hey, I mean, I get it.
Reasons.
He two-man most of the seed with a ninja and a fighter. It felt like they had the exploration lead for a while, but then your grind just overtook them.
Yeah, when I got off the airship and I hadn't hard reset in a while, and then I saw the T-Rex, and I was like, well, let me hard reset, because the encounter off the hard reset was like maybe about 20 steps. And so obviously I did that, and I saw it was a T-Rex again, and that dragon sword was putting in work against that T-Rex as well. I guess they're considered dragons, because I mean I was hitting them pretty hard, and yeah, once I was able to get the grind going, I mean, it just like.
Spellzap's attempting to one-shot Chaos with a Thor hammer, and unfortunately for him, it did not work.
No, he got crit through evasion cap.
Oh no.
Yes, that unfortunately did happen.
I mean, so, you know, with the elemental bonuses plus 50, I mean, it was kind of, it was literally playing, okay, let's select another item. Like, we found the Sun Sword. I'm like, hey, we could kill Lich real easy now. All right.
Oh, elemental bonuses for plus 50. Okay.
Yeah, that's why the Dragon
That's the reason
Sword
why the Dragon
did
Sword
anything.
was so good.
I see.
That explains things. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I went into Lich 1 with like a flame sword and a light axe and was just ripping them apart.
Mm-hmm. So spell zap on dive number next to Topher as Danny pulling up to Tia 2. I got a question. At what point did you, Gregory, decide that blue state grind was like what you were going to plant your flag on? Because we've seen a lot of like really, really tasty grind tiles in this seed. What convinced you to go for that one?
I didn't see it. I guess I just didn't see anything that great. I mean, I saw white dragons, and they were okay with the dragon sword, but sometimes I wouldn't hit them, and then they were just hitting just hard enough to where I couldn't keep people alive. But outside of that, I didn't really see anything on my side, so I must have missed all the good grind tiles. And like I said, I just happened to see a T-Rex on the overworld and 20 steps and was like, let's just try it and see what happens.
All right, Danny about to pull Chaos. Let's see how this goes. All we've got left alive is a fighter and a black belt. We're going to do some party jiggling.
So there's one extra character is what you're telling me?
Yeah. We're going to put the ablative meat shield in the front, and here we go. We're going to swing and defense. Defense goes off first. Lightning 2 does Lightning 2 things. Swing. 4 hits for 314. That's a lot more damage than I was expecting out of that sword. Punch. 6 hits for 866. That's a little better. Lightning 2 continuing to do Lightning 2 things. Swing. 3 hits 151. Let's try a third round. Punch. 4 hits for 555. This is going in the wrong direction. 3 hits for 400. Alright, I guess everything is just kind of even. Much like with Thanos, all things are balanced. 3 hits for 451 out of the black belt. 3 hits for 87. Alright, the balance is broken. Let's see if we can go back to regular old punch power. Ice 3 doesn't do much. 6 hits for 866. Down goes Chaos. Get your single G's out in chat.
G.
G.
GG. Well, single G.
Yeah.
G G G G G G G. Oh, sorry.
Bam, 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 bam.
So what did they grind on? Because I see that.
So Spellzap took a late grind on the Gasty tile that was found in Sharknado floor, the floor right below Onrak.
Yes.
And Danny tried to go for a 2-man grind on the Gasty tile, but wasn't high enough level for it, so instead picked the 4-fire tile that was also on Sharknado floor. Also on that floor was the Zombie D Whizvamp tile.
Yeah, Dang told me about that. Said it was a little chunkier than he wanted. Plus, I think they had lit 2 or something. One of them. I don't know. I guess it didn't really matter because we had like all the ribbons we could ever want.
Yeah. How many did you end up finding? Because, like, trying to
4.
keep track of... You did find 4. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I found 2 and Dangwu found 2.
I saw. I made the Rubesons, like ribbons everywhere, because like the last time there was that many ribbons, it was Rubes like just opening chest after chest after chest, and it was just like ribbon, you get a ribbon, everyone gets a ribbon. They were just opering that shit all over the place.
Got a 4th level
The
7
one thing we
magic
could
time
have
to sell
needed
these
was
ribbons.
shards.
The one thing you what, Gregory?
I was just saying the one thing I felt like we needed was shards. Like we literally found just enough and carry. Like I had gotten my 22 plus the 3 fiend kills, and I think Dangwu had to kill all 4 fiends in order to get to his 32.
Yeah, that's been the rule. So Gregory, you had a commanding shard lead over just everyone. But I feel like Spellzap and Danny and Dang have all had kind of pretty close together shard counts throughout the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just lucky because Dangwu had already cleared that marsh top bottom part and already knew there were 3, and then I had found 3 in the ice cave part, which was the marsh top. And so, like, I already had 6 right off the bat, plus I had killed Lich, and then I had found Tia and killed Tia, so I was like, I had like you said, I had quite a few shards pretty early on in the game.
It's fine. You know, he decided that he wanted to grind a T-Rex, and he made me do all the exploring. It's fine. Like,
Yeah,
literally, he's doing the Matoya thing or whatever, and I'm like, all right, don't worry, man. I got the Crescent down. I've done all of Melmon. I've all done Earth, the Titans East. I've done Elflet now. And he's like, I'm finally done with Matoyas. And I'm like, all right, cool. Why don't you come over to Northwest Castle because it's all that's left. I've hit everything else.
Yeah,
Right.
and it was Tia.
All right, chat. I feel like I need to point something out. Something that we should have noticed, let's call it an hour and 36 minutes ago. Let's take a look at the names of Spellzap's party. I can't help but notice that Dan and Danny are alive, whereas Greg and Dang are damned. I have to imagine that this was the plan from start, and we should have picked up on that.
I see.
I mean, he clearly chose the wrong people to keep alive, though.
I mean,
Yeah, he's still going.
Izzo, bias comms, but the other way. We talked about this before the race started.
Look, I'm sorry. All right, it's too
Wow,
powerful. I got intoxicated on it.
You turn so easily.
I know.
Is your faith in the Crescent Lake party planner so fickle?
I'm just grumpy.
I mean, I'm a little upset, okay? I sacrificed Ale for the greater good as a lawn ornament, and App and Danny were in my party with Greg, okay? I cherished our friendship, okay? And they danned us off. I mean,
That's true.
They dinged us off.
You
How dare
attempted to
they.
sacrifice Ale, though, and he didn't get sacrificed very easily. Like, even when he was stoned.
He was kind of the MVP. It was pretty funny. I was trying to get rid of him, and he was like the MVP in one of my dungeons where it was just him running from everything.
All right, take
Turns
number
out
2.
unpromoted thieves are pretty garbage unless they get like those massive buffs.
Take number 2 on Chaos. We're gonna open some white shirt. We're gonna open with some defense. The ninja's at 3
Guess he
stacks
never
on
found the
6.
Warple.
Second white shirt, second defense. The ninja is capped on evasion. The fighter is at 2 stacks of 6. That's the second lightning 2. We're going to go on heal pot strats and get the fast off. Heal pot goes off. Fast goes off. What's Chaos got? It's a punch to the ninja. It misses. Let's try a little bit more white shirt, a little bit more evasion, and we're going to start power bonking like there's no tomorrow. Let's stop.
Strats.
No one stops. Power bonk goes off. More power bonk goes off. Ice 3. 48 and 53. That's pretty really good to expect out of that spell. 5 hits for 244. Off to a running start. More power bonk. We got to get this ninja into low Earth orbit. 1 hit for 46. Not great out of the fighter. Next round. Melee misses. More power. More power. Slow 2 ineffective. So slow 2's here, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure we still got more fast charges. More power. Stun ineffective. Let's try a swing. 8 hits for 1050 seems good. What weapon is that? That's an axe. That's a light axe. 8 hits for 1534 out of the mighty light axe. 8 hits for 1260 and down goes Chaos. Crescent Lake Party Planners finish in second place with an official FFR bot time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 56 seconds. GG to them.
As spells that put, GG easy.
And we are joined in the booth by Spellzap. Danny's probably still swearing in co-op voice 7, but
Probably.
she can come here and swear.
A little bit.
Oh, hey
Hello,
Danny.
everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's.
How was it?
Thanks.
Have you guys seen the beautiful art?
Yeah.
I
No, I
made
gotta
sure. No, I made sure to pull it up before coming in here. I'm smiling. We're real big. Real big.
I said,
means
Oh my god, the fucking tire landfill. Holy shit.
See,
So
Dark
that
Moon?
means-
I know how to art.
I was gonna say that means Dark Moon is cringing in the background. Just he's probably in a corner, like all huddled up with his knees over his head or whatever. Just like it'll be okay.
These look good.
It's
I don't know-
worth it. It's so
I don't know what
good.
Darkmoon's talking about. These look great.
Danny, I said with your with the the typography that you look like you're an edgelord from the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So
Really.
yeah, so
Oh.
Spellzap and Danny, how about that seed? Spellzap, let's start with your names.
Mm-hmm.
Are that was that just rude?
What do you mean?
Well, when you name your opponents characters after your opponents out of respect and dignity for the game, and then you immediately kill them off and they never come up again except to be a meat shield.
Well, I mean that's just dang. That's the dang way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
In sense, he's on a team with Greg. You know, he's just teaming up for the danging. As
Ah.
I feel like I can't talk a bunch of shit about the other team because I almost feel like honestly I wouldn't blame Spellzap if he kicked me off our team and made me go play with him because I played like a dummy for a good 40 minutes of the first part of that seed. So if y'all got room,
nah,
This
it's fine.
this was a tale actually of like 3 versus 1. It was actually Gregory
It
Puff
really
versus everyone.
was.
It was D1.
Gregory Puff decided to make Dang Wu do all the work, while he just decided to punch a Tyro in the desert for like 5 minutes.
Like T-Rex, or do you do Tyro?
I mean,
was a
it wasn't.
T-Rex.
That's kind of what I
Right.
was doing too.
So Gregory was done at like an hour, like 5 minutes or something stupid like
Oh
that.
damn!
Hour 8. Yeah.
Nice.
But then poor Dang Wu had to do all the awful entrances, which I think was also on the Danny seed. Like,
Mhm,
Uh huh.
mhm.
and that was kind of the story of the tale.
I think
He
it's
got
I
done.
finally.
Sorry, he got done, and I was at 12 shards. I was like, wait a minute, Greg, how'd you find all these shards?
And you hadn't finished your grind. 12
Yeah.
shards and no grind. Yeah.
That's kind of like I could not get a level to fucking save my life for a good. Like I said, it felt like the good first 30 minutes. I refused to look at a time of this damn thing and played horrible, and it was just so bad. And then I finally found like a fight I could take and kill. I found those damn Gasties and Waterfall when I got lost, and it's like, wait, those went down so easy. Like if I can find those on a tile, that'd be amazing. And then I found them on a tile, and they had fucking everything. It's like, but no. So then it was just fires and punching them to high levels because I finally found a thing I could take, and I was just like, I don't have any shards. Do you remember where all the shards are? Because I don't.
Yeah, Spells F actually, you didn't have a ton of shards out of the gate either. The shards were hiding in the seed a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, not really. It felt like, because I looked at it and Danny mentioned how many shards she had, and I was like, well, I don't even actually have that many. I was like, I got 9. And she's like, yeah, I only have 10.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it was a little rough there. Danny, anything else that you would like to curse off this planet?
Oh, I don't know. Probably, but nothing that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. I think I may have had 2 separate heart attacks trying to leave fucking seafloor goddamn ghost. Oh my god. Only for poor Spells to have to suffer the same fate later.
Yeah, I almost died to those twice.
Uh-huh. It's like, not my levels, I need those. I've been trying to get those the whole goddamn seed. Please don't take them away.
Alright, I guess we'll head over to final thoughts. We'll start with the winners. Teamwork is for Dummies. What are your plans from here?
Greg, that's us.
Where you gonna conquer next?
Yeah, Greg Puff didn't like pick up when they
who-
said winners.
Yeah, who is next? I don't even know. This Caleb allegedly keeps track of it.
Caleb's very asleep right now. He was
Yeah.
asleep like 5 minutes into the seed.
Yeah.
My art put him to sleep, so yeah.
Alright, I'm pulling it up.
Hey, it's Caleb. It's Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you
we'll take on Caleb and Ale and see how that goes. These flags are fun. Yeah. And then hopefully we can get back to the #1 contendership and then lose to Fried Teeth and Deadpulse.
Hey, we got to do that
I'll get-
first.
I'll get Jack to sub in for one of us, since he's clearly the better one of the 3 of us.
Could I get somebody who doesn't threaten me if I go after the Masa chest? I mean, come on.
You gotta go after the Masa chest. Come on.
I know,
I was threatened, Spells Up. You missed it. I was threatened not to.
Yeah.
There was
It's-
a different
it's-
conversation on our end. I was like, are you going for it? He's like, yeah, I have to. I don't have any damn sword.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
he didn't have a damn sword because he had a hammer instead. Why do you need a sword when you have a hammer?
Yeah, the Thor's hammer
Exactly.
+4 is good.
Look, guys, I'm just checking weapons off the list of things that beat chaos with. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would put good money on the fact that your list is longer than anybody else's.
And
You
there's
know what? For some reason, I'm actually right now picturing him with a list that he just checks off. Yep.
Uh-huh.
it
He's
is.
just sitting there on the desk.
Hammer.
Chaos kills. Check mark.
He shoots
Up
a BB
next.
gun at his wall where he has all of them
Uh-huh.
every
Right.
time.
I won the race and I killed him with this one. Okay, that's a double check. Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Moving on.
Moving over to Crescent Lake Party Planners. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean these flags are great. I really like them.
Gosh,
They've
thank
got all
you.
the extra damage. It just feels fun.
That just meant a lot.
It just feels fun.
It's
So I,
pretty
didn't- I don't care if I lost. Just had a good time doing it. You
Yeah.
know, co-op's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the flags it should be fun. Like we're not here to be tortured playing the game. So yeah, I mean it was definitely fun smacking fiends around, 4 hits for 500 damage with a coral sword or whatever.
I suck horribly at a black belt, and if anybody ever wants proof of that, go fucking watch this race back. However, I get the appeal because just punching things in the face feels real fucking good.
Yeah,
Just
and we
saying.
were going through Topher, and I was like, Carrie has between 1,000 and 3,000 HP.
Yep.
Because I punched her for 2,000, so something. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, that's black belt estimation.
But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So thanks for everybody doing. Thanks for crew. Fucking Fizzle. I love you. It's fucking beautiful. Darkman can shut up wherever he is because I know he's groaning and I don't care. Because I'm the happiest girl on the goddamn planet right now.
I realized there's a guitar on my side.
Yeah.
Look at
There's
that.
your screen is also bearded.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. This whole thing is hilarious. Over here.
Look, he was done so early, he's just now re-waking up because he's like, oh, hey, I actually got to do stuff here.
You should look at the stream.
Uh-huh. The fucking game is bearded. Jesus Christ.
Horrible. Please take it away.
Shout outs to the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. Everyone who's here is almost certainly a part of that. Go ahead, go join Spring Tournament. It won't be this. It's not always this. It'll be better. Shout outs to my co-coms, Jat, for being a good sport for all of this. Shout outs to the unsung hero of the run, Luffy, for attempting to keep me on track and knowing what I'm talking about. For everyone at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lorfin Borfin, and we will see you next time. Bye.